on F1 2017. We are here today for the round of Monza, the Temple of Speed, and the home of Tifosi and Ferrari. And it's wet. Now, I have no idea how I'm going to perform around here because I don't remember the last time I actually drove in the wet around here. So, it's going to be interesting. I know for the fact that I'm pretty sure we've got the pace in the dry to be able to pull off something special here. But with it being wet, do we have that ability? It's going to be really interesting to find out. It's going to be touch and go as we go through the fast corner. I tell you, it's just going to be difficult, but there we go. It's absolutely lashing it down here today.
And of course, they love it here at Monza. Home race for Ferrari. We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like.
Let's have a
for
look
today's
at
race.
the starting lineup.
F.I.A. has a clear track ahead of him today. He
See how close I was from getting pole position here.
Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Raikkonen, Valtteri Bottas, and Perez, Ricciardo, Ocon, Hülkenberg, and Max Verstappen, Magnussen, Grosjean, Fernando Alonso, and Stroll, Massa, Van Dorn, Carlos Sainz, and Marcus Ericsson. F.I.A. and Pascal Wehrlein completes the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Okay, here we go.
Let's have a look. So it's going to be raining for quite a while. Why is it doing that? Just load it a little bit. Okay, let's start the race. Formation lap, we skip. Get ready for the lights at Monza. 4 lights, 5 lights. And away we go. Oh, that's a beautiful start. Vettel's had a poor one. And the second part of the start, we absolutely get swamped.
Right, let's focus now on the rest of the race.
Yellow flag. Okay, we slid into the lead there. Cut the corner a little bit, didn't get a warning surprisingly. Now it's going to be raining for quite some time. But I for one am interested to see how the track's going to develop. Just need to basically just take it easy, don't do anything unnecessary. But we lead the Italian Grand Prix. Like I said, we initially had a really good start, and then we just got swamped by Hamilton and Raikkonen. We were actually in front of Vettel as well at one point. Plenty of fuel to burn off. Doesn't feel that bad, you know, but Vettel is right with us, you know. We've actually got quite a gap on Lewis Hamilton already, so Vettel already pulling away from the rest of the field, but he's unable to do what he normally does because we're in the way. Vettel does a 35.0.
Has just posted the fastest lap of the race so far.
Still is raining quite hard here, so don't think thinking about inters just yet. Okay, so 15 minutes until this rain eases off into light rain, so it's probably going to be around about lap 20 where that will happen. Again, under pressure from a Ferrari. Oh, 1,000th of a second. Oh, there we go. Kimi Raikkonen goes 3 tenths quicker. Raikkonen now ahead of Lewis Hamilton, so the Ferrari will probably end up catching up right with us. To make sure that I know for a fact that in the wet I've had problems through the Lesmos. Oh, we took to Vettel's alongside us. One little mistake. Get the move, but we'll get the move back. Well, the position back, should I say? That was very close there. Dip the wheel in the gravel going through the Lesmos. Dry line appearing. Back end stepped out a little bit as we went through the second chicane. Definitely in the wet we struggled through the Lesmos. Well, Vettel's catch right back up with us. Personal best 34.6, Vettel does a 34.4. need to brake a bit earlier for that second chicane. We are struggling to make the corner. You can feel the back end go every time we turn in. Cool off these tyres. Personal best 34.3,
Fastest lap of the race so far.
and it's now the fastest lap of the race. Again, trying to take it as easy as possible into there. Really difficult. Definitely being haunted by both the Ferraris at the minute. Corner cut there. That's the lift going through the Ascari chicane. Hey guys, how are you? Yeah, this is going well at the minute. Welcome to the stream, guys. Like I said, we've led from the start. Kind of slid into first place. Started from second. Got bogged down in the second half of the start. Got passed by Hamilton and Raikkonen. But then heading into the chicane, well, the second one, we kind of slid into first place. Now it is going to dry up, but I reckon it's going to be about lap 20 or something like that, maybe. So I do reckon we're going to be not
in 10 minutes time. Light rain in 10 minutes.
light rain in 10 minutes time, so maybe it will be about lap 20. Now I've got a 2.5 second gap over Vettel.
I definitely think we need to stay on this tyre a bit longer. But
All right.
no question that the track is drying. We might be in a position to
Jeff
change
is starting to consider whether we should go onto the inters. Still looks quite wet to me. But in Jeff we trust. Oh, new fastest lap of the race of 1:34.2. It's our third race for Renault. We started P13 in Hungary after leaving Red Bull. We got P7. We started P3 in Belgium. Crashed out of what would have been first place after pitting. And now the 3.5 second gap over Vettel, so that's looking juicier and juicier. That's it, guys. If you like what you see, hit that follow button so you can see more F1 content on the channel, and subscribe to the YouTube page, which is Raritron89, so you can catch up with the whole career mode so far. So we're 5.2 in front of Kimi. Vettel is just there. Look, there's less and less puddles.
The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 of a lap.
Trying to use the rich mix so we can get away from these guys. Just about held on to the back end there. Starting to feel a lack of grip. I reckon it is time for the inters now. We've already lost 7 tenths to Vettel in that middle sector. What's that? Rainmaster. I wish. Gap to Vettel, it is 3.2, so we've extended it by a tenth over the course of that lap. Raikkonen looks like he's ever closer. Yes, he is actually. Raikkonen ever closer to Sebastian Vettel. Oh, I turned in too early there. Ferraris are going to start battling each other. That's going to work well for me. We are getting to a stage as well where the fuel is getting low, so we will have to start building it back up at some point. Is it a new fastest lap of the race? It is. It's a 1:33.9.
Fastest lap for the race.
Whoop, whoop. Gap 5 seconds now. So the only thing that will probably cost us this race will be penalties. Because as it dries up, the corner cuts tend to be a lot more harsher, I feel. Especially when you go through the chicanes. tyre wear? Only 14%, so there's still plenty of grip on these tyres. Lap 12, out of 53. See the gap that we have to the rest of the field. It's quite a sizable amount. Broke far too late for that one. Now, if that was in the dry, I would have got a warning for that.
We're not going to be able to run in this engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over target. Drop down to mix too soon.
Last season at Red Bull, we were leading this race by pretty much a lap, and we crashed out through the Lesmos. I don't want that to happen again.
Okay, distance to teammate 32.0 seconds.
Already 32 seconds ahead of Hulkenberg, so if we do pit, there's no reason why he can't pit behind us. Went through that corner in rich mix and it felt fine. .6. The gap to Vettel and Raikkonen is 1.3 seconds. Raikkonen looking to upset the balance of power here. Vettel starting on pole. Raikkonen was third. Well, fourth, sorry, should I say. Hamilton was third, actually. The pace of the Ferrari is just proving to be too strong here. And it's a new fastest lap of the race once again from us. It's a 1:33.5. You can actually see blue sky now. Must be close to winters now. The rain kind of eased off as well, you can see.
Definitely looking better than it was a few minutes ago. If we just move a bit more of that standing water, we might be able to get onto the intermediates.
Jeff still pondering whether to go onto the inters. After this lap, we will stop using rich mix for a bit. There's literally barely any puddles on the track now.
5.2 seconds.
Still losing the back end through there every time. Gap 5.7 to Vettel. Not too worried that we're in the red. I reckon when it dries, it'll sort itself out quite nicely. Fingers crossed.
Looks like it's probably about time we change tyres. It's a bit of a crossover period for sure, but the longer we stay out, the worse it's going to get. We're considering switching to an alternate strategy.
Here we go.
Do you want to change or stick to plan A? Copy.
We're pitting. In the pits. Does that mean Raikkonen has to continue for another lap? It does.
Go, go, go.
Well, Vettel had a bit of a poor stop there.
Only one stop to go. One stop left in this strategy.
Alright, Inters. Let's see what we've got on this set of tyres now. Hulkenberg in the pit, so yep, it's worked out quite nicely for Renault. Though Renault probably can't understand why I'm at the front and Hulkenberg's still at the lower reaches of the top 10. Because I'm a better driver. .9 the gap to Vettel. This race is not over. .4. Oh, Ocon's got some engine issues. He's slowing down. Vettel is catching me. Try not to worry about it too much. Gap is 1.3. So the question now is, when will it dry completely? Okay, so we've still got the good first sector, which is good. We've upped the gap to 4.7. We're now 12.5 in front of Raikkonen. Raikkonen's lost about 8 seconds due to having to do an extra lap on the wet tyre. We can't afford to throw this away. We need this.
The gap behind us is 4.2 seconds.
Oh, that's not what we needed. Just running wide on the exit of Ascari. Now we're going to set a new fastest lap, but I'm interested to see how fast Vettel is compared to us. Okay, so we do 33.1, Vettel 32.5. But we did make a mistake on that lap. So we've only won this Grand Prix a couple of times. We should have won it a lot more. But unfortunately it's just not happened due to one reason or another. A little wide there. Don't go on wide on exit, so that's alright. Kvyat's out of the race.
Looks like the problem is terminal. They're retiring the car. Caution, caution.
There he is, parked up. New personal best, 32.7. Vettel 32.4, so we're 3/10 slower than Vettel at the minute. We run wide going into the first corner. So the first retirement is the Toro Rosso. To catch into one thing, passing to another.
Happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment.
I reckon about lap 25 there may be a chance of us going onto the dry tyres. Actually quite surprised at Raikkonen's pace. He's not really hunting us back down. I mean, before he passed Hamilton and he zoomed up to us. Doesn't seem to be the case here. We do the fastest final sector improve to a 32.6. Vettel doesn't improve, so we're now 2/10 off his pace. Oh, that's not what I needed. First corner cut.
The gap to the car behind is 3.3 seconds.
Actually felt really nice, that chicane then. So we've just got to focus on our race, try and keep the Ferraris behind us if we can. Pull these tyres off. Again, coming off the racing line just for tyre temperature purposes. The new fastest lap of the race, 32.4.
Fastest lap of the race so far.
Oh, Vettel does a 32.3. 1:37, so that's a nice boost there.
Okay, looks like some of those puddles are clearing. We're still on the right time for the time being, but we're not a million miles away from slick conditions.
What I've noticed as well is our fuel's gone down from being minus 0.20 to minus 0.06. Rich mix might be available to us very soon. Lost 4/10 in that middle sector. Is it a new personal best for us? The 32.3. Vettel goes across the line and does nothing. We are now the fastest car on track. Laps to go with this Grand Prix. Three times that time in the middle sector, but we're still purpling. I say, guys, if any new viewers are watching this, this is of course season 7. We have won the World Championship once.
You're doing well out there, keep it up.
So new fastest lap it is, 32.1.
10 minutes.
So for the first 2 seasons we were at Sauber. The best was in the second season. We got 2nd place at the Canadian Grand Prix. What else? Season 3 we spent half the season at Toro Rosso, got a win in Canada. Spent the second half of the season at Haas, got a win in Monza. Season 4 and half of Season 5 we was at Williams, where we got 2 wins in Canada. We moved to McLaren for the second half of Season 5. We could have won in Monza, but I bottled it, making a move on Hamilton into the Parabolica. Well, on exit of the Parabolica. Just got a bit overexcited, touched the white line, and that was it really. Lost me front wing and had to pit. Could have won in Monza actually, in Williams. My first season at Williams as well, but it was a wet, drying track and they pitted Massa right in front of me. Heartbreaking. And then season 6 and halfway through season 7 we were at Red Bull and we won the championship last season at Red Bull, which is why we're carrying the number 1 on our car. And then halfway through season 7 we moved to Renault. We got 7th place in Hungary. We were about to retake the lead in Belgium, but we crashed out at Blanchimont. Definitely think I need a new setup around there. I think it's a bit kinder to the car. But don't turn in too early. Don't want the corner cut warnings. Still got 28 laps to go. Ooh, that lap we were way off the pace. 2.9 seconds, in fact. I am going to start at Sauber on the new F1 game as well, just because, you know, Sauber are technically the worst, one of the worst teams in F1, so kind of have to start at the back, work your way forward and just see where you end up.
Target behind is 2.7 seconds.
Got past lap 25, definitely past the point I said we'd have wet tyres, well, dry tyres. Vettel looking ever closer. We come up towards Lance Stroll, who is at the back. Once again, especially around here, Williams have no excuse to be at the back. They have one of the most powerful engines in Formula 1, especially the upgrades we did whilst we were there. They've just not done anything to the car. It's just horrible to see where they are. Flags already shown to Lance Stroll, so lap 27 is going to be the lap where we lap our first car. Absolutely hit the brakes really late there. Stroll is going to move out of the way. Someone's trying to make a move into the hairpin. Run wide. Looks like a Sauber and a McLaren battling. Probably Ericsson and Van Dorn. Actually, it's Grosjean and Van Dorn. What's Grosjean doing down here? Oh my god, I literally had my heart in my throat then. Mother of all dive bombs. That was a bit close for my liking. Now we only have a 1.4 second gap over Vettel. Is Vettel through? He is.
The car behind is dropping back.
Gap's back up to 3 seconds, so he lost a bit of time. Grip is lessening, the track is drying. Vettel clearly the quicker car at this stage of the race.
It looks like we'll be running on a dry track soon. Back to dry shortly.
Weather report. No, it's not listening.
Current forecast is 5 or 10 more minutes of rain before it dries up.
10 more minutes of rain. That's it, guys. It's looking very possible that we could use the Ultras to go to the end of the race. Now, I think I've done 19 laps on the Ultra Soft tyres around here, so it is very possible. Vettel 32.111,
Vettel has just posted the fastest lap of the race so far.
800th of a second quicker than what we've managed so far. So Vettel clearly in the zone. Ericsson doing well for Sauber in 16th place. He's the first Sauber actually, so Sauber, they improved. I mean, they were at the back of the grid. Maybe just better in the wet. Just the one retirement so far, guys. It's Danny Kvyat in the Toro Rosso. We're going to pick up the slipstream with Ericsson here.
To start thinking about slicks. Let's hold on to the inters for a while longer.
We'll pick up as much slipstream as possible. Does that give us the fastest lap? No, it doesn't! That's really frustrating. I was hoping the slipstream would have given us the fastest lap of the race. Didn't quite work out for us there. One-tenth off the pace again. Welcome to the stream, Nitro. Nate. Oh yeah, Nate. There we go, Nate. Nitro. What am I on about? 100. So basically, it's the most difficult it can be before you move on to the legendary. Just around Monza, it's one of them tracks where it suits the player more than it does the AI. There are a couple of tracks that are like that. China's one. I think Spa's one, actually. You just need to survive. Monza, Singapore. What other races do I find quite easy? There's one more, and I'm trying to think about it. What's got Russia? Spain. That's a go. Barcelona. Spain is very good to you on this game. So there's about 5 tracks where I think the AI are not as strong. 2.9 seconds a gap to Sebastian Vettel. So we'll tell you what, we are lapping consistently. It stopped raining, guys. Oh no. Oh no, I really thought that I wouldn't get the corner cut warning there. One more. Well, basically if we get another one, it's a penalty, slam dunk penalty. Just need to take it easy now. It's the back end. Oh my word. Back end all over the place through there. Get a sense of rhythm together, but it has stopped raining. And because of our mistake at the first corner, Vettel is right behind us now and is probably picking up slipstream as well. Vettel 32.0, 1.1 seconds the gap. Kimi Räikkönen 32.0. So Kimi's come alive all of a sudden. A little bit of curve there. I think Vettel is going to be under a second behind us. Oh no, we only lost 3 temps. It's not too bad. Gap to Kimi is 11.9. Should be enough for Kimi to pit at the same time as Vettel. Once again, Kimi falling victim to Ferrari's favoritism of Sebastian Vettel. New personal best is a 32.1, but Vettel does a 31.9. Alright guys, we are... Right, I will pit for the Ultras when we do go dry, because I do feel like we can get them to the end. is indeed right there. Keep Vettel out of my slipstream. Vettel's pitting.
Your pit window is now open.
Is Vettel pitting for dries? I don't think he is. DRS enabled. What have Ferrari done?
We think there's a viable strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one?
I think it's still the thing that I want.
Copy that. Nico has come into the pits. Nico
Oh, it's
is
not
in
the
the
ultras
pits
around
now.
here. I thought you had ultra softs around here. What? That's weird. I'm really confused by that. Alright, fine, yeah, super soft. Alright, yeah. Ferrari have absolutely destroyed this race for them. Vettel pitted when there was no need to. Oh my god. Last thing I wanted was a drive-through.
Complete, go now.
3.9, that was the worst stop there. They must have been recovering from Hulkenberg coming in or something.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. You'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
Track's still quite wet, so we just need to take it easy. Hamilton's now jumped ahead of Vettel as well. Gap's 10.8. You know, I am taking it easy because I don't want a penalty. Pascal doing well for Sauber at the minute, 15th. Are we close enough to get DRS? We are.
Okay, car behind is now running.
Pascal's going to move out the way nicely, thank you very much.
Soft on the car behind.
Hamilton 30.9, so Hamilton pitted the previous lap. And he didn't do what Vettel did and put another set of inters on. He put dry tyres on.
The gap behind us is 10.7 seconds.
need to grow in confidence. .27.4.
That's a new fastest lap for the race.
I reckon that's easily going to get beat by Raikkonen. .26.9. It's a half a second in it. Sainz completely blocking me there. Yellow flag. Something's happened.
Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead.
What's going on here? It's a slow car. It's Hulkenberg. He's got a puncture.
Green flag.
Unlucky for Nico. I'll tell you what, Raikkonen's reeling me in really quickly. .26.0. .25.2 from Kimi Raikkonen. I love this part of the race where the lap times just tumble. Try and pick up the slipstream of Alonso. We're going to lap Hulkenberg. DRS as well. 24.7 from us. Raikkonen's probably going to do a 24.2. .23.8. Thank you very much, Fernando. 13 laps left of this Grand Prix. We are being hunted by the Ferrari of Kimi Raikkonen. As we get a penalty, the win is out of the question because it does seem like the Ferraris are quicker than us. Had a huge lift going through the gap, 7 seconds. That middle sector is killing me. Do a 24.4. Raikkonen does a 23.0. He's 1.4 seconds quicker than us. Ricciardo 22.6. .23.0. Good enough. .11.9. Kimi Raikkonen's been held up massively somewhere. Gap was about 7 seconds before, so he's lost 4 seconds somewhere on that lap. Has he hit a car or has he got wing damage? Nah, if he had wing damage, he would have pitted. Ferrari, I don't know what to say. Absolutely lawnmowered that last part of Ascari there. .22.7. Raikkonen 22.3, so we're 4 tenths off. It's not too bad. Just need to make sure we do a competitive lap every time we try and... Ten laps to go. Got to be careful when we do that. I've put it on the green apron there before and I've lost it. We were 22.6. Raikkonen does a 22.0, 10.9 seconds the gap. We're coming up towards, I think it's a Williams of Felipe Massa. Oh, there we go. There's the 3-second time penalty. Turned in far too early. Shit. Have to start using bridge rigs now. Gap was 10.7. on 10.6, so we lost a tenth. Ooh, you actually pulled away in that first sector for a change, and Vettel's past Hamilton. Really annoyed at myself. 11.4, that's good. Raikkonen being held up in traffic, really helping us here. Had to go really wide there, trying to avoid Massa. You get DRS as well. .2 the gap. 7 laps to go. Can we keep it above 3 seconds? Bit wide there going through the last part of Lesmo 2. .9 seconds the gap to Vettel. 22.4 for us there. Gap 11.2. Kimi Raikkonen will now have clear air. To be fair, we've got a fair amount of clear air as well. Don't want to do that. Probably going to lose about a second here. .8, Raikkonen once again losing time behind traffic. New personal best, again we've improved to a 22.442. Don't lose the back end this time going over the chicane, so it's not too bad. Full concentration needed here. 12.1, so the gap is over 12 seconds. This is good whilst we've still got the use of Rich Mix. Let's have a look in the chat. Nothing's being said. I hope you guys are enjoying this. 5 laps to go. We have a 3-second time penalty. gap was 12.1, it's now 11.5. Oh my days, he's took 7 attempts out of me there. Improve to 22.2. Really wide there.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Again, rich mix. So the gap was 12 seconds, it's now 11.6. He took 4 attempts out of us in that middle sector. No, we've got to push. To be fair, we gained 2 tenths of a second in that final sector. It very rarely happened. It is looking more and more like, so we'd have to lose about 3 seconds a lap in order for us not to get this win now, but you can never say anything in Formula 1. You've just got to take it as it comes. Each lap has to be perfect. You can't make any mistakes, because before you know it, your margin will have gone. .9. This has been a good lap. Is it enough for the fastest lap of the race? No, it's not. It's not even a PB. That goes up to 11.9. I think we have got this, guys.
We've only got 2 laps of
That's
fuel
exactly what I did when I got the penalty. I didn't even get a warning that time. Opened up the steering nicely there as we came out of Parabolica. Fastest final sector, now we've got to keep it standard now. "12 seconds exactly." still pull away in the first sector. There's a couple of cars ahead, but I don't think they're close enough to get lapped anytime soon. Alright, round the Parabolica for the penultimate time. Final lap. We drove an amazing race here, guys. Started second, dropped down to fourth going into the first corner. Was first by the next corner after sliding into first place. That's a Force India ahead of us, actually. And we've, despite a moment where in the wet where we dipped it into the gravel ever so slightly for Vettel to have a run at us going through the second Lesmo, and a couple of offs at the first corner, and then of course the time penalty. We have controlled, well, I wouldn't say controlled this race, because Ferrari have kept us, like, honest, you know, but Ferrari made a crucial mistake by pitting Vettel as the track was just about to turn towards the dry tyres. They pitted him and they put him straight back onto another set of inters, which is why Vettel is so far behind. He'll be in a foul, despondent mood to Ferrari, saying, why did you put me on another set of inters? Honestly. Here we go, guys. Parabolica for the last time. We make up for last year after crashing out after being nearly a lap ahead of everyone else. Guys, it's a win at the Italian Grand Prix at Monza. Fantastic. The team's first win when they were known as Lotus Renault since 2013. As a full works team, it's their first win since 2009. Oh my word.
A great win then for the Renault team today. So, how exactly did they set
I'm
themselves
so happy with
apart
that.
from the pack today?
Well, I'd say it's just raw pace, plain and simple. I mean, we could sit here and talk about strategy all day, the overtaking, looking after the tyres.
Good turn.
But at the end of it all,
What
if
a
you
win.
want to win, you need a package that's got the speed over everyone else. And that's
I've
exactly
got
what they had today.
45 minutes before I need to set off. Verstappen, very despondent. Red Bull, no pace here. But despite that, you've got to think, Red Bull's had no pace. They've got Renault in Renault engines. I have a Renault engine, and I've come through to win this race. I mean, maybe we could Belgium Grand Prix had we not crashed, but I will make this a win at the Renault Works team at Ferrari circuit. Vettel obviously disappointed, you can see in his face.
So then, it's time to see how this result.
All right, guys. So your classifications then for this Italian Grand Prix. We win from second on the grid. We did a two-stopper. It worked well for us. Kimi Raikkonen in second from P4. Vettel, Hamilton, Bottas, Ricciardo, Verstappen, Perez, Magnussen and Ocon. Massa, Sainz, Alonso, Verline, Grosjean, Stroll, Ericsson and Van Dorn. And Hulkenberg as well, actually. Yeah, I forgot he was 2 laps down due to the puncture. And then, of course, the only retirement is Danica Viet. So the standings, what does that do for us? Well, I can tell you now, Kimi Raikkonen has extended his lead in the championship to 21 points over Sebastian Vettel. We move above Sergio Perez onto 154 points. So we are now back into third place in this championship. Happy with that, I can tell you that. Any other movers? Max Verstappen moves into the top 10 now after another points finish here, moves above Romain Grosjean. Only 18 points for the Red Bull driver in 3 races. That's not exactly the best return after a year and a half out. Kevin Magnussen moves above Fernando Alonso into P14. And Verline moves above Ericsson in the standings after his 15th place finish here today. The constructors, however, Ferrari have a 214-point lead over Red Bull, who moved back into second place after Force India's low-scoring points return here today. Mercedes are fourth. How are Mercedes fourth? We are a clear fifth over Haas. I doubt we're going to get anything other than that, to be honest. We'd have to have a 1-2 in every race, and I don't see that happening. There we go. I think, do we have a... trying to think whether we have a invitational event after this race. Can't remember if after this one or after Monza, after Singapore. But yeah, that's it. The end of the European season, and we come out with a win. Wins have been, compared to last season, wins have been far and few between, shall we say. We are not going to get the upgrade, well, amount of points for an upgrade, which is annoying. Okay, so interest in Force India, Red Bull, Ferrari and Mercedes goes up. Just need that to keep happening. Oh no, we've got this one. Okay, so we've got the overtake challenge on the short Bahrain circuit or time attack in Austria. If anyone's got an opinion on what you'd like me to do, please put it in the chat. And while I'm waiting, guys, if you've liked what you've seen today, hit that follow button so you can see more F1 content on the channel. Subscribe to the YouTube page, which is Raratron89, so you can catch up with the whole career mode so far. Tonight, I will focus on getting up to date with all my videos, so by tomorrow, everything will be updated. Okay, so Kenji, welcome to the stream, mate, says... time attack on Austria seems easy enough. Give it another minute, see if anyone else has any other opinions. Oh, I can't believe we managed to win that race. That was... Especially after we got that penalty as well, it was just literally just take every apex, you know, try and not cut the corners as much. I had to calm myself down so much, because usually... this is the like I said, this is the fourth race now where I've not used a flashback, so I'm really happy about that. Like I said, ideally, the only place I want to use a flashback now is Monaco, because I'm just terrible around there. Australia is going to be difficult because of the fast left-right as you go into the third sector. Right, no one else point. It's been a minute. Time attack. Right. So what we're going to do is have our components selected for the next part. What was that? 93, 90. We'll keep that one then. $43, 28 compared to 10, 18. Yeah, so that. Yep. Okay, so we'll go to the invitational event. Well, basically, it started off wet, and it's not too bad. You can be allowed to run a little wide in the wet, but when it dries out, especially that second chicane, you just take it just a fraction. You cut it just a fraction more than you would normally, and you will get penalised for it. And that's exactly what happened, because I already had 2 warnings because I outbrought myself for the first corner in the wet. And then when it dried up, went across the chicane and got got a penalty. So, like I said, I'm happy that I only got the one, because I'm pretty certain I normally have a lot more penalties than that. Tell you what though, I'm really happy with my driving at the minute. I really enjoyed it.
In this unique challenge.
Okay. Oh, listen to this. Oh, come on. We've got the 96 Williams ahead of us. Oh, easy, easy. Back end very unstable in this car. Now, of course, guys, there's a strong possibility at the end of the season I could remain at Renault, which I'm quite happy to do, and to get some nice resource points so we can invest further in our development. So, well, I'm surprised we haven't caught up with the rest of them yet. There's a 92 Williams closing on the 95 Ferrari. "36 laps around here last night, so I'm quite confident with my lines and everything." Oh my god, the 92 Williams is right behind the Ferrari. Now, considering the Ferrari's got a V12 in the back, I'm very surprised at how slow it is. Oh, we're not catching anyone else up, are we? How are you supposed to win this? We're 9.1 seconds behind. Can we get round in time? Come on! Two's a spare. If I didn't have Rich Mix on that final sector, I probably wouldn't have done it. Yay! I did it! Alright guys, so that means that will bring this stream to an end. Thank you very much for watching. Do hit that follow button so you can see more F1 content on the channel. Subscribe to the YouTube page so you can catch up with the career mode so far. Tonight, as I said, I will have all the videos uploaded, so we'll be up to date because I still haven't uploaded my last few races with Red Bull. So yeah, I've been a bit behind with that, so I'll get on with that tonight. And tomorrow we shall return, providing I've got the time off that I feel like I should have, with the Singapore Grand Prix. And it's a track where it usually goes well for us. We just need to keep it out the walls, out of trouble, and hopefully the Renault will actually work really nicely around there. I'm looking forward to it. There we go, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it, and we'll see you next time for the night race of Singapore as we start the Asian tour. Well, the flyways basically, because we've got Singapore, Malaysia, Japan, and then we move to the Tour of Americas as we do USA, Mexico, Brazil, and then obviously the season finale at Abu Dhabi. Now, I do not have a hope in winning this championship, even though I am only 80 odd points behind. I want to finish as strong as I can. I want to get as many upgrades on this car as I can. It's going to be difficult because the upgrades are expensive. But I will try my hardest all the same, even if it just means we get one.